Thank you. Well, I'm Robert Johnston,
Okay.
and I'm father of the bride. Tonight, I have the great privilege and pleasure to deliver a speech to you tonight. I started writing when my little girl was born. Reverend Dr. Randy Simmons, I can't thank you enough for being a friend of this family, joining our family, and sharing the spiritual thoughts that you did tonight. I hope Sydney and Chad can embrace those wonderful comments you made and wonderful service that you conducted tonight for the rest of their lives. Pat and Tricia, given a lot of thought to this, but what it really gets down to is, you know, when our children find true love, I believe parents find true joy. And I want to tell you tonight that Diane and I share our true joy with you. Thank you. We'd also like to thank you for that exhilarating and memorable rehearsal dinner you had for us last night. I don't know how you do it, but to order that snowstorm and that sleigh ride, you and Randy really must have a bond with the big fellas.
Bravo.
You know, when you think about marriage, it's more than just two people uniting. It's about two families becoming united. There's a favorite Italian phrase or expression called alla famiglia. It's all about family. And I would just like to say to my family, my brothers and sisters, their spouses, my nieces and nephews, that I can't thank you enough for all the support that you have given my little girl. And you've just been wonderful. And I'd also like to say on behalf of my mother, whose name is Victoria, we have a lot of Victorias in our family because of her. Sadly, she couldn't be here tonight with some minor health issues, but Sydney and Chad, she sends her love and best wishes and just hopes you have a wonderful and happy life together. Now, for your information, you know, being father of the bride can be an emotional experience. But I read enough about it that the etiquette experts say that it's okay for me to be emotional. But I also read somewhere that if you get too emotional, that when you find yourself getting a little too choked up, it's a good idea to take out the billing statement. And it drains all the sentiment right out of you.
That is awesome. Bobby J is now on welfare. Yeah, well deserved. Well deserved.
I can't
Food stamps.
be up here without directing my comments to one of the most important people in my life. That's my son, Alex. He has been always by Sydney's side. He has always given her the support. And I am so very proud of my son, who has developed such a mutual and respectful bond with his sister that it gives any parent great joy, it would give any parent great joy to know that they have that. And I love you so much, Alex. But I also want to know why you didn't wear that plaid shirt. And I look at the center table, and I look at bridesmaids, maid of honor, best man, Will, fabulous. Ushers, you guys look all so beautiful and elegant tonight, and I want to thank you for getting the bride and groom to the church on time. Now, Chad, I want you to listen very carefully. In fact, I want all of you men out there that are married to listen very carefully. I was watching I was reading about a Regis Philbin situation where he was a guest speaker at a married men's retreat. And he was speaking, and he said, I want to ask everyone in the audience, you married men, a rhetorical question. If a man stands alone in the forest, there are no women around, and he speaks, is he still wrong? Obviously, Sydney thinks that Chad is going to make a good husband, with a little bit of wifely polish, of course. But I think it will be a very interesting merger between the McConaughey exuberance and the Johnston enthusiasm, and in my belief, it's going to be a winning combination. Sydney, I have never seen you look so beautiful. You look...
Woo!
You look so radiant tonight. And I want to tell you that I am so proud of the work you did, the hard work you did to organize all our friends and family that you did. Everyone in this room has a special place in our lives. And it takes my breath away when I look around here and just see how magical this atmosphere is that you created. God bless you. You know, I remember the day when Sydney came into this world. She was wrapped in warm blankets and had a full head of hair. And her grandfather Mike even had quite a suntan, if you recall, Mike. I think your grandfather Mike will also remember how reluctant I was to allow the nurses to take you away from your mother, who definitely needed some rest after a natural childbirth. Because I was worried that when they took you down to the nursery, you might get misplaced. You might get mixed up. The wrong person might take you away from me. But after some discussion with the nurses, they convinced me I could leave. They assured me that you'd be perfectly safe. Well, tonight, I had a similar feeling. I never knew that the center aisle of a church could be so short. Because I knew that every step I took towards the end, that I'd be saying and giving away my little girl. But you know, I take great comfort in Chad, because I know he'll always tell me it's okay, and Sydney will always be protected and safe. And I know, most importantly, because he promised, he would always treat her with kindness and respect. For that, I thank you, Chad. And if there's any final thought that I can leave you two with, Sydney and Chad, is please try and remember, love is more than about just gazing at each other, but it's about looking outward in the same direction. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, would you all please stand? I need a Ladies and gentlemen, I wish Sydney and Chad a long life of happiness, laughter, and joy. Please raise your glasses and please greet and celebrate our bride and groom. Thank you very, very much. Enjoy the evening, everyone. We're so happy to have you here.